What is up, everybody? Dan the Fireman here. I'm out for a quick ride. I didn't want to do this inside the house because anyways, the kids are doing science fair projects. So we're going to be talking about Matt's Bell Bullitt, and specifically the Bell Bullitt. I want to talk to you about full face helmets in general, but we're going to specifically talk about that Bell Bullitt, its rating, and to be quite honest, why I don't want this anymore. I have his Bell Bullitt attached to my backpack. I'm going to find a quiet spot so I can pull over and we can actually talk about this. I think we're just going to pick a random neighborhood. All right. Hopefully this isn't going to be an issue for anybody. I don't think the sun is going to be an issue either. But I want to talk to you about the Bell Bullitt. Let's go ahead and lift this up. So I did a live stream a little while ago, and I kind of went over everything. I went over his shoes, I went over his pants, I went over his clothes, his helmet, and a lot of it was very brief, and it was more so on the aspect of his injuries and what he had and what could have been prevented, especially if you have, elbow armor and knee armor. But I wanted to talk to you about his Bell Bullitt. I got it right here. So right here we have his Bell Bullitt, and I'm gonna, hopefully this isn't too bad on ultra wide, but he does have some massive scratches. If it's too bad, we'll go over here. So he does have some massive scratches, especially up in here. He's got blood coming out from here, and it was when he was laying on his back. You can kind of see the blood. A huge impact right here on the front chin guard, and then he's got massive scrapes and scratches on the visor itself. Now, this is a full face helmet. Now, it has a small chin guard, as you can tell on mine and on his. That is an issue for me, and it's not something that I like. So I did some research on, I don't want to get any blood on me. I did some research on the Bell Bullitt, and if it's Snell rated, if it has anything like a higher rating, because it does have the ECE 2205 rating along with DOT. It doesn't have a Snell rating. It does have a SHARP rating of 3 out of 5. Now, 3 out of 5 is, they say, is respectable. I want 5. I want 5 out of 5. I want 4 out of 5. 3 out of 5 seems like average. So I looked up Snell ratings, and I looked up Bell Bullets. I looked up the top of the line stuff, and there's a lot of good helmets out there, Shoei, Arai, and actually Bell does have some Snell rated helmets. It's like the Vortex, and they have a lot of the motocross helmets that are Snell rated, but the Bell Bullitt is not Snell rated. To talk about his injuries, and the reason why I kind of don't want this helmet anymore, even though it is like so iconic with what I do here, is because he does have a traumatic brain injury. I don't know if it was caused by this impact right here. I don't know if it was caused by this impact or just the simple fact of the coup contre coup, where your brain is literally hitting the walls of your skull and bouncing back and forth. He did mention when I visited him yesterday that he had a brain bleed. Now, he said it was up in his upper left, and once again, I don't know too much if it's true or not. I'm assuming it is because Amanda said yes it was, but a brain bleed is not good. He said it was something simple to where it's just going to heal on its own. Make sure no one's coming. But he does have an impact right here. The brain bleed was over here, so my assumption is he hit right here. His brain hit the other side of his skull, caused a small bleed, which will heal up on its own, but it's causing post-traumatic amnesia. So he's having a lot of issues with that. I don't know if having a 5 out of 5 Snell or SHARP rating is going to make the difference. But I do know that for a retro helmet, this is pretty safe, but it's not the safest option you can have. It does look awesome, it does look cool, but I honestly think if he had a Snell rated 5 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, and not just the ECE and SHARP rated portions of the helmet, he would probably do a little bit better. I don't know though, because he's actually very lucky. So just the fact that he had this on is what saved his life. So just even having something that is ECE rated, you're gonna have a way better chance. You're 100% more of a chance of surviving a motorcycle accident, especially with a full face if you wear it, because your brain, he would have crushed his skull against the truck. So you really do need to have a helmet. But for me personally, I think I might be moving away from the Bell Bullitt into something else. I've saw during the live stream some of you guys saying Simpson helmets are Snell rated, so I'll be looking into that. But I might be going more into like a Bell Vortex, or maybe something that still looks cool, but is definitely a higher rated helmet, more of a chin guard. This blood came from his upper lip, so there's no protection on his upper lip at that point. And just something, just more, there's a reason why there's no MotoGP guys wearing a Bell Bullitt. They're wearing Shoei and Arai, and a lot of it's sponsored, but a lot of it is because they are the safest helmets out there, especially if they are Snell rated. So I might be moving away from this. This was a 35 mile an hour crash, and he has a brain bleed, post-traumatic amnesia, and it was just a difficult time to deal with. So I don't know, I might be moving away from this, but the thing that I do take away from this is that he truly would have died if he didn't have a full face helmet. And when I say full face, it's because of this right here. This right here on a half helmet, a 3/4 helmet, your chin would be gone, possible asphyxiation, compromised trachea, all that stuff. Probably would have suffocated to death if you didn't have this part right here. So guys, I know this was kind of like a quick thing that I want to talk to you about, but I wanted to give you an update specifically on the helmet. I have a ton of helmet videos. I have videos talking about ECE, DOT, Snell ratings. I will have a link in the description, and I'll have a card in the upper right. And I'm going to be talking about when to replace your helmet and all that stuff. But I just wanted to put this out there that I'm probably going to be moving away from the Bell Bullitt. But that doesn't mean the Bell Bullitt's not safe. It did save his life. So that is what I kind of wanted to put out there for you guys. And this is like the extent of his helmet. It's pretty bad. It stayed on and all that stuff, so that's not too bad. He's seen a Bluetooth stayed on, and he had a massive impact onto the right side of his head. It's insane. But with that said, guys, I hope you ride safe, wear your gear. That is what's going to save your life, and I'll see you guys later.